I am tired. It feels like I have lived for ages, and now I feel old, alone, and tired. And a part of me hopes that my day is come. But before I perish, I decided to write down my story, just in case someone like me once comes along and walks into this place. But I am being impolite, so let me introduce myself. My name is Steve. At least that is how I think of myself. Has it been given to me? I don't know. I've traveled the heights and the depths of this world. I've seen beautiful landscapes and mastered dangers I couldn't imagine. But ever since the first days, I have been alone. It was the hope to find someone like me that kept me going. The hope that someone else but me survived the days of creation. When the Creator made this world, it was green and flat. I have but a faint memory of my first day, but I do remember that we were many. But little did we know about the threats of life, and so I had to watch my brothers jump over the edge of the world one by one. Then, all of a sudden, the world was huge. It had hills and valleys, mountains and canyons, and I was alone. But there was always that spark of hope. Maybe at least one of my brothers survived. Then, suddenly, I wasn't alone. There were things moving, so they had to be alive. When I hit the white ones, they gave me a white block. But if I hit them many times, they just disappeared. And there were pink things too. If I hit them once, nothing happened. But if I hit them many times, they disappeared and dropped something pink for me. I also realized that I could pick up blocks when I punched them and placed them somewhere else. That didn't work for the pink stuff though. With so many things around me, I realized I had to name them, because only if you have a word you can explore what it is. The names came to me so naturally. I think they must have been the names the Creator gave them. So I walked around the world and tried which things I could punch and pick and which ones not. For example, leaves I could not pick, but from time to time they would drop a sapling that I could plant onto a dirt block. I felt powerful. I was able to change the look of the world, and I was able to make other living beings disappear. But it was tedious. It took so long to punch one block. I would never be able to really change the look of the world as the Creator did. I tried to make the world look nicer. I softened the edges, I took down trees when I felt there were too many in one spot. While I was building things, I learned how to use the pork. Whenever I jumped down from a pillar, I lost some health. The pork would heal me again. I wondered what would happen if I kept jumping, so I tried. I died. But somehow I was reborn again in the same spot in which I appeared in this world. And all the blocks I had been carrying were still there when I came back to the place where I died. That's why I'm still here to tell my story. I die, but I'm always reborn. If I am the only one in this world, I hope that the cycle is ending one day. I am bored of being alone. One day I started to dig down. Soon I ran into a layer of stone. I would have loved to use that texture for a build, but even though I was able to break them, they would not drop a block of stone from me. I thought to myself, if the stone is too hard for me, I need to use something. I tried many things, but eventually I realized that I could turn wood into planks and planks into sticks and planks into a crafting table. And with that first crafting table, I made my first wooden pickaxe. And I used it on a piece of stone, and it dropped a piece of cobblestone from me. I was confused, because so far every block I punched had dropped itself, if anything. But crafting was cool, and it's with crafting and building that I filled those many days ever since.